Hi, I'm Claire Varley and welcome to another edition of the Essendon District Football League Season Preview. We're counting down to the 2015 season thanks to the Pascoe Vale Hotel, 12 Railway Parade Pascoe Vale. We're in Strathmore Community Bank Premier Division and we're looking at Avondale Heights. A straight sets exit from finals left the Heights hurting over summer. But can the Heights make amends in 2015? Let's ask Pellizzeri and Adem Saricaoglu.
Avondale Heights, Adem, out of the finals in straight sets last year. We saw how they capitulated against Strathmore in the qualifying final. Team of walking wounded, no bench, had to send an injured player back on, and it was pretty much put down your glasses for the prelim the week after with Avondale. So that will sting. They've made finals 2 years in a row now, but haven't actually been able to win a final, and they've had a huge amount of turnover. The big signing, though, Andrew Walsh coming in from Airport West, did very well in the league medal last season, very nearly won it. Also, Ben Davies, former Williamstown, Charlie Nastasi also played Williamstown as well, very handy small forward. Reece Miles coming in from Melton South, he's also been a very successful player, best on ground in the WRFL A-grade grand final. Matt Grossman from the Wangaratta Magpies from that Port Melbourne team that was so successful, and also Phil Smith back from a year overseas. A little bit of an underrated addition there to a defence that of course has lost Stephen Tiller, and also that midfield certainly has had a lot of turnover. Josh Young to Craigieburn, Reece Megan to join his brother Alec up at Kyneton. The Grabowskis, Josh and Nick, both leave for Bundoora, and it certainly leaves Avondale with a very different looking team, but the key pillars, Galea, Rose and Tanner, still remain at opposite ends of the ground. Yeah, look, Taylor, they have lost a few, but I really do think that Saricaoglu and the recruiting team down there have been able to offset that. Look, we know Sardi's got a lot of connections in the VFL, former Liston Trophy winner himself, so he's really drawn on that this year. Look, I really like the signing of Ben Davies. I watched him play a few times for Williamstown last year, and he's certainly a quality player. And Reece Miles as well is another one. He was the best on ground in the 2012 WRFL Grand Final for Altona, and he went up to I think the Ballarat League last year. Now he's in the EDFL, so I really like that signing. So yeah, they're going to be all right, Avondale Heights. They really should be aiming for top two, I reckon. So if we're going to put in that bracket for the three-team range on the ladder, I reckon they are going to be top three. Now, the lack of leg speed was something that was identified by Saricaoglu. In turning over that midfield, he insisted that pace was an attribute that all the players bought in. Another thing, though, that we noticed was a lack of variety in the goal kickers. It really was left to Galea and Rose to kick a big bag each, and there were very few other players that could even chip in with one or two. So goals out of the midfield will be an absolute priority, but also someone like Charlie Nastasi, he can slot into that forward 50 and really start to create havoc if Rose and Galea are on their game, drawing defenders. That's where someone like Nastasi can really cause all sorts of trouble. And that's where the loss of the Grabowski boys might come in to hurt them as well a little bit, because they were certainly providing a good foil for Dean Galea and Patrick Rose throughout the year in front of goal. So they will need to find a few more avenues, but still think it's the best duo going around in local footy, just about inside forward 50, and they're still going to be pretty hard to stop this year. And speaking of duos, Tanner and Tiller was such a great double team. They both made the EDFL Team of the Year last season. The lure of Deer Park in the WRFL, a bit too hard for Tiller to pass up, but Tanner remains. Do you have any questions over that back line, or do you feel as though with someone like Walsh playing ruck, we might see a lot more of Nathan Byrne playing as a defender? And of course they had a couple of good young talls. Taberner I think was impressive last season, so maybe rather than pinch hitting in the ruck, we'll see a few more players left in the back 50 to fill the void left by Stephen Tiller. Yeah, certainly. I know premiership teams are built from defence, but look, they've got enough firepower up forward to sort of protect the back line a little bit, and they've got plenty of talls down there, so I will think they're okay. It's just a matter of making sure that their forward line can look after them on the scoreboard. So three-team range, I've got Avondale finishing somewhere between 2nd and 4th this year. I can't see them missing the finals. Adem? I certainly think they can finish on top of the ladder. I mean, there's been talk about this 3-year plan since Saricaoglu has come into the league. It's now year 3, so they really should be aiming for the top. I reckon they can make the top 3.
That's it for this edition of the Essendon District Football League 2015 Season Preview. Keep watching the EDFL YouTube channel for more videos, and we'll see you back here at the Pascoe Vale Hotel soon. Out of the blue you came to me.